Welcome back to the Daily Prayers podcast by Prayerful Rosary. Today we are delighted to explore the remarkable event of the Transfiguration of Jesus and the significance of the feast day we celebrate in the Catholic faith. Let's explore into the biblical account, the theological meaning, and why this event is so important for us as believers. The Transfiguration of Jesus is a significant event recorded in the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew 17, 1-8, Mark 9, 2-8, and Luke 9, 28-36. It took place on a high mountain, traditionally identified as Mount Tabor, where Jesus took three of his closest disciples, Peter, James, and John. As they were on the mountain, Jesus was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became dazzling white. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared talking with Jesus. This remarkable vision revealed Jesus' divine glory and his fulfillment of both the law, represented by Moses, and the prophets, represented by Elijah. A bright cloud overshadowed them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." The disciples were overwhelmed by the sight and fell to the ground in fear. Jesus came and touched them, telling them to rise and not be afraid. When they looked up, they saw no one but Jesus alone. The Transfiguration is rich with biblical symbolism and theological significance. Revelation of Jesus' divinity, the Transfiguration provided a glimpse of Jesus' divine nature. His radiant appearance affirmed his identity as the Son of God, a crucial revelation for the disciples who would soon face the challenges of his passion and death. Fulfillment of the law and the prophets. By appearing with Moses and Elijah, Jesus is shown as the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. This emphasizes that his mission is the culmination of God's plan for salvation, as foretold in the Hebrew Scriptures. Preparation for the Passion. The event occurred shortly before Jesus' journey to Jerusalem, where he would suffer and die. The Transfiguration served to strengthen and encourage the disciples, providing them with a foretaste of the glory that would follow the suffering of the cross. Call to listen to Jesus, the voice of God the Father commanding, "Listen to him," underscores the importance of heeding Jesus' teachings and following his example. This divine endorsement highlights the authority of Jesus' words and the necessity of obedience to his message. The Feast of the Transfiguration is celebrated on August 6th each year in the Catholic Church. This feast day commemorates the Transfiguration event and invites the faithful to reflect on its meaning and implications for our lives. During the liturgy for the Feast of the Transfiguration, the readings focus on the biblical accounts of the event, emphasizing the themes of divine revelation, the fulfillment of prophecy, and the call to discipleship. The feast provides an opportunity to contemplate the glory of Christ and to seek transformation in our own lives, following his example. The Transfiguration holds several important lessons for us as Catholics. Affirmation of faith. The event strengthens our faith in Jesus as the Son of God and the promised Messiah. It reassures us of his divine nature and his ultimate victory over sin and death. Encouragement in trials. Just as the disciples were encouraged by the vision of Jesus' glory, we too can find hope and strength in times of trial by remembering that suffering is not the end, but a pathway to glory. Call to holiness. The Transfiguration reminds us of our own call to holiness. We are invited to be transformed by God's grace, to reflect the light of Christ in our lives, and to listen to and obey his teachings. Witness to the world. The event challenges us to be witnesses of Jesus' glory to the world. As the disciples shared their experience of the Transfiguration, we too are called to share our faith and the transformative power of Christ with others. In conclusion, the Transfiguration of Jesus is a profound and transformative event in the Gospels that reveals his divine glory and prepares the disciples for his passion. Celebrating the Feast of the Transfiguration invites us to deepen our faith, seek transformation in our own lives, and bear witness to the glory of Christ. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the Transfiguration of Jesus and its significance in the Catholic faith. We hope this reflection has inspired you and strengthened your faith. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for more prayers and spiritual content. Join us daily as we pray the Holy Rosary and other devotions, growing in faith together. Until next time, may God's grace be with you and guide you in your journey of faith.